Hey everybody, this is Tony over Class Eagles. I hope you're having a great day. Something that happens throughout the season, which is pretty common, are meetings or requests for meetings between parents and coaches. Whether it's the coach reaching out to the parent or the parent reaching out to the coach. Often throughout the season, there is, something that comes up that either party decides that it's best to sit down and have a conversation about. Often, and you hear all the time when coaches get these type of requests, it's often dreaded. They are not looking forward to having those conversations, or even from a parent receiving from the coach. They get very nervous, and kind of always we always kind of err to the side of getting prepared to be combative or defending ourselves, something we've done against someone else's opinion of our actions or something we've said. I see these type of meetings and conversations as opportunities. Whenever a parent is asked to meet to talk about their child or something that's going on throughout the season, I see it as a great opportunity to share information. And I think that's how it should be approached. When I step into a meeting with a parent, I know that there is a lot of information about their child that they can share with me that's going to help me be a better coach. And then there's also a lot of information I provide the parent about the season and about their child and about the game to help them when it comes to helping their child throughout their youth sports experience. So there's a ton of opportunity in these meetings. And I think that's the best way to approach it. When you share information with each other, you get to better understand, kind of what's going on. And there's often a lot of things that we don't know. There can be a lot of things that's happening in training or in practice that the parent is not aware of. And there can be countless things that are happening at home, in the child's personal life, at school, in the house, that, weigh in our factors and, how a player might be doing on the field or how things might be interpreted about how things are going. So the bottom line is that when you step in these meetings, being able to openly share this information and listen respectfully and intentfully, and not going in the meeting to express and get your viewpoint across, but really going into the meeting to listen is a great approach by both the parents and the coaches. I think often it's a mistake to go into these meetings with a I'm gonna win type of mentality, whether it's, and again, it comes from people feeling that they're having to defend themselves. They head in the meeting that, I'm gonna, put an end to this, or, make sure they fully understand that they can't do this or say that. And we kind of head in the meeting expecting or trying to win. And as a coach, particularly, if you head into a meeting with a parent and that's kind of your purpose, then you're really kind of missing the point of your job. It's not to win. There's no winning in these type of conversations. The goal with any type of conversation with a parent is hopefully to find ways to better help the player. That is our job as coaches, and I feel like parents feel like that's their job as parents, is that to help the kids. So if your goal in these meetings are anything else except stepping in and trying to find a way to better coach or help parent, a player throughout the season, then you're approaching the meeting in the completely wrong way. And I think missing a huge opportunity to, really impact the child. So, you know, that doesn't mean that everyone's going to leave the meeting agreeing and being on the same page. But I think when meetings are approached that way, everyone leaves the meeting with a better understanding where everyone's coming from, a better understanding of the situations, both on the field and off the field, and respect for each other. So I think that is important. There are going to be disagreements, and not everybody, is going to see eye to eye throughout the year. But I think when those meetings are approached that way, you get a lot more positive results kind of going forward. So, just something to think about. Coaches, don't cringe, when you get those emails, those phone calls. Look forward to them. That for me has been the difference when I've had teams, I've worked with players. Um, those conversations have made a world of difference and made me a better coach, and had allowed me to help players at a level and a capacity that I would never have been able to if I wasn't able to have that conversation with the parent.